So it's really into what I see as autumn period. It's the time when the garden perhaps looks its scruffiest and there's so much work going on. It's the change between the summer and the autumn. Here's a lovely little trough with the tiny yellow flowers here of Saxifraga brunonis, one of the Himalayan saxes. It's just coming into flower. It's got these lovely green rosettes and it puts out lots of little runners and spreads its way across a trough. So we'll just have a look around the more troughs. Another grouping of troughs there. Nice grouping in the runner troughs up beside the bulb houses where there's lots of repotting and redoing work. There is colour. There's colour in the Pyrrhus here that we cut back. This is late growth because of the seasons being so cool and moist. There's plenty of moisture. Many plants have put on late growths and extra growth. You can see that Acer there has put on an awful lot of extra growth again, a secondary growth after the spring. More troughs here coming round. My little trough of willows. The Salix trough is really coming away nicely. You can see the couple growing big. This is the idea, is these two will put some height here at the back. This is Salix boydii that I hope will come up and put some height at the back. And in the front here we've got Salix reticulata and Salix reticulata. And just for fun I put Gaultheria pyrroloides in here because I always think it looks very like Salix reticulata if you look at the two together. So there's Gaultheria pyrroloides and this is Salix reticulata. Sanguinaria is still green. And we come round to this area. Cyananthus lobatus. Although I wonder sometimes if this is a hybrid, because this particular plant never sets seed. It grows and expands, but it never sets seed. Beautiful flowers, really pretty flowers, and it just covers itself. Interestingly, it's got a bald bit in the middle as the flowers radiate out. So that's it climbing over this trough there. With Hypericum reptans, look. You wonder what chews our flowers. There it is. It's had its fill and it's away off to sleep. It'll come out again tomorrow. But these little fat things and nothing in there. And just along here there's another one. This is Cyananthus microphyllus. It is different. If I come round here and let's come round here and just get one of these flowers and bring it round, we can compare directly. So the one I'm holding is the Cyananthus lobatus and the other one's a microphyllus. You'll notice right in the centre they are much hairier. These hair structures around the throat, they both have them. But so that's the raised beds in the trough. Some of the orchids are, I've got some fat seed pods on, so there's got to be some more orchids to self-seed around. But it's just as we walk up the garden, you can see what was the bulb bed, the bigger growth of the summer is really looking tired, and I'm going to clear all this out and cut it all back. I'll leave the hellebore, but some of this other foliage has really done its job. I'm going to cut that down soon. The main reason being that this bed has also got a lot of colchicums, and when they come up I want to be able to see them. Down along here we have the lovely yellow Corydalis davidi, or Davidii, named after Per David. It's a Himalayan, described as a Himalayan roadside weed. I'm very happy to have it in the garden here. It flowers significantly later than a lot of the other Corydalis. If I bring my hand in, the flowers are small, so you can see that it's not big, but it's just a showy little thing that's good. And here it's under dense shade. This is a bed that's full of spring stuff, but at this time of the year, it's, if you look up and see the canopy, it's really quite dark and under here now. And then here the Cardiocrinum giganteum going right up there. To, if I climb in, I can show you these great big fat seed pods. So there's Cardiocrinum, these great leaves, and here's another one there. So growing under this, right under these rhododendrons, but there's a bit of work to be done with these rhoddies. We'll take some of that foliage off and reduce it. We don't want it all. The great big leaves there, put my hand in, look at the size of them. Really those wonderful great big leaves. It's Podophyllum plyanthum. And down below, a leaf there almost finished, Podophyllum delavii. And what did I see here? There's a look at the fat seed pod on a trillium. That's that lovely pink one. I like that. I'll gather that seed when it's ripe. Its capsule still feels quite solid, so I'll maybe give it a wee while. But again, this bed will be tidied. You can see poking through there to the other beds, but there's one other area we'll walk up to. Tree work, by the way, we're always having to look at the trees, because we've got a lot of trees for a relatively small garden. So this one here, we really are thinking we're going to take off a big part of it. The second trunk going off to the right goes right up there. We're not sure that's contributing anything, and it's maybe throwing too much shade, too much canopy, so we'll maybe work and reduce that in the next month. Just coming round to one more trough, the sea thrift, the Armeria maritima, and a lovely little bronze leaf geranium. And round here, creeping out, these are boxes of erythroniums. We have the Codenopsis. Isn't that beautiful? I just think that's lovely. It should be a climber, but it's quite happy to sprawl. I planted it, it's in a box over there, this one, to propagate, and I did think it would go up that pine tree, but it's chosen to come out here and sprawl. But just these wonderful flowers. And over there is one of the Actaea rubras, beautiful berries, which I will remove very shortly. And I was delighted to see that growing in Alaska, when I was in Alaska and Cordova. So there's a quick, or not so quick, wander around just to look at the state of the garden, one of its quiet phases, but so much work to do on the trees and everything. So let's just finish there on a trough where we started, on another trough.